for sure.
All right.
Yeah, no, he's not.
That was beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Israel's land.
Yeah, the weaklings.
The weaklings.
Well, what's really interesting about that exchange is that you understand he doesn't care about international law. For all their ranting and raving about international law, he knows about San Remo, he knows about the League of Nations mandate, and he doesn't care.
Right.
Because it's an inconvenient truth for him.
Well, other than that,
He's not a lawyer, but he argues the law.
Well, there you go. You know, so
Well, he said, I'm not a lawyer.
so that was really interesting. So he's not a lawyer.
Right.
Ah.
The League of Nations doesn't
Okay,
exist
well, I'm not a
anymore.
lawyer either, but
Bill-
you either know the fact.
Article
And
8.
what happens to the Palestinian or Arab people is irrelevant at first. Because first you have to decide whether you're an owner or an occupier. If you're an occupier, get the hell out. But if you're an owner, the world needs to know that. The world has to say, okay, Israel doesn't have to give this land away.
our next protest is in the Knesset.
Doesn't have to. Well, that's when they should be standing up. They got to stop beating around the bush and say, "Look, we own the land. In the interests of peace, maybe we decide to do it. It's not for me as a non-Israeli, non-Jew to decide. But as long as Jews know, if you're going to vote to do this, you better know, and the world should know, that you did so as an owner, not as an occupier. And the problem is, once you give away that land without holding up the land title deed, what are you going to say when they want the rest? Are you suddenly then going to say, "Oh, here's San Remo and here's the League of Nations mandate. This is international law." Well, you didn't hold it up when you gave Gaza away. You didn't hold it up when you gave away Judea and Samaria. So,
And that's exact,ly why some of the speakers are even challenging Israel's laws, basic laws of Nationality Act and right of return for Jews to Israel. They're challenging that here. Really? That's what's going on.
is that what's going on?
No,
That's
what's going on.
disgusting.
So they talk about one so-called two-state solution, and then once you deal with that, then let's end the two.
See, I like that. So you understand Torah. I understand some of the international law, thanks to Salomon and the others. Because, you know, he's asked me who you heard of. Yeah, I've heard of Howard Grief and Dr. Boucher. I know them. So, no, it's important. It's an important discussion. What you realize is just how thin their argument really is. Yeah, when you actually nail them down, because they don't want to talk about San Remo and the League of Nations. But when you actually pin them down, international law doesn't really matter to them.
That's it. They blatantly just say, okay,
Oh.
well, that was the League of Nations. They don't exist anymore, so we don't have to deal with
Yeah,
that.
and that's what he said. The League of Nations doesn't exist anymore. I said, well, excuse me, but the UN assumed all of the obligations of the League of Nations. Oh, I'm not an international lawyer. Oh my God! And you're the star witness for the prosecution. Are you kidding me? Like, it's pretty scary. So that's why we're going to do the original two-state solution training camp. And I think we should do that. JD, also thanks for the offer. I think we should do that.
The park that I run my house.
Thanks, guys. You guys you got a great crowd in. Awesome.
Garbage container.
You know what's great is because now, like, if somebody's going to write, if Joanne is going to write an article, if you guys hadn't shown up, it would all be about the conference. Now she's actually got to talk about it. And I'm pretty sure she's got a picture of the sign.
I'm not going to spray paint.
Nice. Color in color.
Yeah, I just did this. Oh yeah.
For sure. For sure.
I'm volunteering to hold it.
I just whipped this up quickly last night.
That's what my wife says. Scrape it off.